Good morning, guys. Still in very green Washington. Just like always, I don't get it. I was only off duty for 11 and a half hours, and my truck's got to do a regen. So it's not flashing the light anymore, but I don't get it. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully that was a good surprise for all you guys last night. I know I definitely enjoyed my time with Troy. Great guy. Yeah, my honor to meet him. My honor to have met him at Josh's wedding, Trucker Josh. And it's cool that we're still in touch afterwards. So, anyway, gonna go do my pre-trip, finish off my breakfast, my granola bar, and I just had some yogurt. But gonna go do my pre-trip, wait for the regen to finish, and hit the road. I should get to Sparks, Nevada today. It's gonna be darn close. I really can't afford any type of issue. But everything looks good. This is like the only part of the country right now that doesn't have snow and ice warnings. And the sun's up, at least for now, but in an hour it could be dark, overcast, and snowy. Anyway, yeah, thanks for tagging along. We'll see what happens. Alrighty, guys, at a little rest area here in Oregon along I-5, the glorious I-5, my old route. Little change of plans. I am no longer going to Sparks. I am going down to the TA in Redding, California, and changing loads with a different truck. I will take their load down to Casa Grande, Arizona, and they'll take this load to Sparks. The good news from that, after going to Arizona, it should be very easy to get me freight to Texas or New Mexico. And if it's New Mexico, I can easily get freight to Texas. But anyway, once I'm in Texas, anywhere in Texas pretty much, it is then easy to get freight going anywhere in the Midwest and eastern part of the country. So a lot of stuff out of Mexico going to different parts of the country. So finally going east, I hope. Based on how this trip has gone, the last 4 weeks officially that I've been on the road, I'm not going to be optimistic until I see a load and I pick up a trailer and I send in my message to my company saying that I've hooked up to said trailer and I'm actually headed east. And that's when I'll get excited. I'm trying not to get excited. I don't want to get my hopes up just yet. So I just got to take a moment and share this. I really cannot wait until April. In April, basically Josh's half of the wedding party and their significant others, except for Troy, because Troy can't for personal, he's got stuff going on with Angie, getting married, getting settled in with Angie. I don't think that's a secret. I hope it's not a secret. He will not be able to join us, unfortunately, this time, but myself, Josh and Britt, Moses and Colleen, Jade and John are getting together at Jade and John's super duper top secret location down on the beaches of the Gulf of Mexico. And I really can't wait. I am beyond excited to see them all again. We're all like little kids on Snapchat. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to see you. Yeah, we're pretty much all like that. So yeah, ironing out plans right now. Jade and John are hosting us in their condos, so they're trying to know exactly when we're going to be there, how long we're going to be there, and whatnot, so that they can, you know, book their condos around our time. So, and then around that time too, unless something changes, my plan right now, and I'll be flexible with, I'll make this clear, it's not for sure yet, but it's like 90% sure it's going to happen. I'll be changing fleets within my same company. So I'll be basically moving to Tennessee for at least a trial period to see how it goes when I go home. I'll be staying with my great aunt. For those of you who followed me for a while, I stayed with my great aunt when I was broke down in Tennessee a while back, and we talked about a lot of things, and there were a few things that, you know, that I would have preferred, but she wasn't okay with. So it's definitely a give and take situation, but both of us think that it's a give and take situation that could and will work out in the name of family and, you know, yeah, basically being family, wanting to take care of each other, wanting to make sure the other one's happy, and we're both very selfless people, wanting to put the other one first. So I think we'll be okay, at least to try it out. But then when I change fleets, if my paycheck is going to increase the size I think it's going to, I will be getting my own place sooner than later. Probably sign a 1-year lease, then I'm stuck in Tennessee for at least a year to feel that area out. I'll probably take, because right now I take home time every like, what, 5-6 weeks. The account that I'm going to, their regular thing is out for 3 weeks, home for 3 days. So I'll probably do that, so I'm home at least once a month, you know, feel the area out, try to get plugged into a church, develop, you know, tighter relationships with my family that's in the area, and see. Not too far away down the road, my music teacher from when I was in middle school, I used to think I was musically talented at one point, or musically gifted at one point. I was in band in elementary school. The band director and the choir director of my school, I went to a private school, they got married and moved to Tennessee. They're not horribly far from where I'm living, and they actually live up the road from where I have family, in a different area than where I'll actually be living. And so maybe try to reconnect with them. It's been years. I haven't seen them since elementary school, so I have no idea what that conversation looks like. But I do have their house phone number though. Or at least I did. I don't know if I still have it. I know at one point I did, and it was saved in my phone like 3 or 4 phones ago when we were out there and tried to meet up with them and it didn't work. We were able to get their phone number. I forget how, but we got it. It was the right number. But then again, I don't even know if they have a landline anymore. So yeah, I'm excited because there'll be a lot of stuff going on at once, and it's gonna be fun. My mom doesn't think I can do it, just because I'm more, in a perfect world, I like to have a plan, I like to have an idea, but at the same time I want to be flexible with that plan. My mom doesn't see me being flexible with the plan at all, and I can understand that, because usually as a family, when we do family things and I need to be flexible with the plan, it's generally 4 to my 1 in terms of what we're going to be flexible doing in terms of breaking away from the plan. It's something I don't want to do. So then something that comes with being in my family, you have a touch of a stubbornness. So yeah, when this is my thing to do, you know, improve my life and my overall situation, I can be very flexible and very cool. People who know me away from my mom, well, away from my parents, but especially my mom, know me to be very flexible. I'm one of those people where when you hang out with me away from my parents, you get one person. You hang out with me around my parents, I'm different. And mostly the only difference is I'm quieter and way more reserved. And to be completely honest, if we're at a party where alcohol is involved, I will drink less around my parents. I'll still drink around them, you know, and they'll drink too, but I will drink less if my parents are there, no matter the situation. So that's just the cold hard truth. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up, get going. I'm gonna get going to Reading. I'll be there in like 4 or 5 hours, and then I'll get fuel down in Corning. I was gonna get fuel at the Loves up here in Roseburg, Oregon. I feel like I've been talking to you guys. Enjoy the scenery, because the scenery is way prettier to look at than I am. I was gonna get fuel at in Roseburg, Oregon, an hour away, but as you can see, about half a tank. That's good for about 600 miles. I will easily be able to get to Corning and fill up there. That's the Loves. For those of you who followed me really hard and paid a whole lot of attention, that is the Loves that I've purchased the most fuel at ever in my trucking career. So hopefully I'll get to Corning tonight. I'll probably shut down there is my guess, but we'll see what happens. Damn, this is a long clip. Almost 8 minutes. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to you later. Alright, we're at Loves in Corning. I already switched loads with another driver. It's actually a driver and a trainer-student truck. Don't know why, because I have a ton of time to get this load delivered, and I could have delivered my other load on time, and they said the reason for the swap was to get the load delivered on time, but they didn't say which load. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna get fuel. There's a lot of open fuel islands, so I can take my time and show you guys the process of getting fuel. And just kidding, I stepped outside my truck and it is wind galore out there. I don't know where this wind came from, but never mind on that. I'll show you guys how I get fuel another time. All right, guys, so we got my fuel. It's like 149 gallons, I think, after I topped off. Gonna tell you guys a quick little story, and then I'm gonna end the vlog, and I'm still gonna do a few things tonight. So I picked up this trailer, and in California we have what's called the 40-foot rule, and from the kingpin, that's the little metal shank on the trailer that the truck grabs onto when you hook up to it. There can be 40 feet from the kingpin to the rear axle of the trailer if the trailer is 53 feet long, which is pretty standard. Or actually it's any trailer. I take that back. It's any trailer. So I get and at the same time, with the weight, it's basically in general, there's some exceptions, but in general, on your steer axles in the very front, 12,000 pounds. Your drives on the truck, the next set of axles back, 34,000 pounds. And then on the trailer, the tandems, 34,000 pounds. In general, and again, there's some exceptions in various scenarios. None of those apply to me, though, right now, unfortunately. But, so I get it, and the tandems are nowhere near California legal. They're way far to the rear of the trailer. Like, it wasn't even close. They were like a foot off. So I move them to California legal. I weigh, and I'm like 1,300 pounds heavy. That's not okay. So I move myself to just legal, and now I'm only 600 pounds heavy. Okay, doable, but not ideal. So long story short, I'm running legal in terms of my weight, illegal in terms of where my tandems are to the rear of my trailer right now. The route that I'll be going to Arizona, I'm going to Casa Grande. By the time you guys watch this, I'll probably be on to my next trip, though, in real time. I'm taking a route where there are scales on it, but they historically are closed, meaning I've never seen them open before. So living on a prayer, there aren't any problems with that. This loaded in Canada, and whoever picked it up should have, before they left the customer, scaled in Canada and made sure they'd be legal for California. Although at the time, this load may not have been routed through California, because it'd be legal in any other state, because no other state near us has the tandem law. I can put the trailer tandems wherever the heck I want. In Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Wyoming, Utah, Colorado, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico. Yeah, any state that this trailer could have possibly gone through except California, it could be legal. It's just not legal in California. So that's what I'm doing. Unfortunately, though, if the tandems are California legal, then I'm illegal in Arizona because my tandems are too heavy. So I'll find a rest area close before I get into Arizona. I'll slide the tandems back and not even joke that it's like I'm California illegal, but when I get into Arizona, I'll be legal, and I'll say a prayer for that last however long until I hit the welcome to Arizona scale. And I should be okay. I've played this game before. I haven't played it in a while. I used to play this game all the time, though. So I had one load when I was dealing with weights and whatnot. I had to get fuel from Southern California up to Washington, which normally is done in 2 days and really on one tank of fuel and some change. If you're going to be safe, if you were to stretch it, it could be done on one tank of fuel, absolutely, especially if your load is light. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I had to stop for fuel. I want to say I stopped 5 times. I only got just enough fuel that I'd be legal for my next scale that's open. And whoo, that was a fun load. You know, put some fuel in and then weigh myself, and then make sure I was good. And it's even, I put fuel in so I was heavy, but it was more I would burn off enough fuel by the time I got to the next scale that I would be good. So that was fun. I had to do some math on that one. That was interesting. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna end this video. I realize it's just a couple clips, but on the longer side, That's how it goes sometimes. But thank you all for watching, and we'll see what happens tomorrow with this slightly heavy load.